Lagos State Governor expresses satisfaction with ongoing construction work at Middle Level Food Hub in Ajah. Nigeria Education Loan Fund gives directives on loan disbursement. On the foreign scene, Russia launches fresh waves of strikes on western Ukraine. And in sports, National Sports Commission delegates inspect Lagos sports facilities ahead of 10th edition of annual National Youth Games. And now the details. I am Akan Usen. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has expressed his satisfaction with the ongoing construction work at the Middle Level Food Hub in Ajah. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this after inspecting the facility, which is a replica of a food hub in Idiro, Mushin. The governor said the idea is to boost food sufficiency all year round in the state. Governor Sanwo-Olu said his administration is committed to enhancing agriculture through investments and partnerships with other states to ensure the Goshen's enjoy reduction of prices in the food value chain.
So you can imagine fresh, food items. I mean, fresh, vegetables and fresh meat and everything coming in here. This entire axis of Ajah, Shangote Edo, up onto Lekki Phase 1, Phase 2, they all can come in here and the ambience you've seen and take all of their needs. So it's part of the food security solution of Lagos that we talked about, and these are the investments that we're making. By this time next year, by the grace of God, you will see that all of them will begin to tie in. So
the Ajah Food Hub, which is near completion, is expected to be inaugurated before the end of this year. Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority (LISA) has been commended for working in the right direction under its new leadership. A former permanent secretary in the Lagos State Civil Service and a three-time member of the House of Representatives, Wale Raji, gave the commendation during the agency's in-house training program with the theme Capacity Building Towards Higher Productivity and Effective Service Delivery, held at Okwoba, Agege. Raji, who spoke on the topic LISA, an overview of a sleeping giant, noted that the training will not only refresh the knowledge of members of staff, but also serve as an opportunity for self-appraisal. Special Advisor on Agriculture and Food Systems, Rotimi Fashola, who was represented by the Director of Rice, Olabode Balogun, said the training will enhance workers' performance, which is a demonstration of the agency's general manager's commitment to their best interests. In his opening remarks, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture and Food Systems, Emmanuel Audu, who emphasized the importance of continuous learning and skills development in today's dynamic world, described the training as a critical step towards transforming the state's agricultural landscape. The General Manager, Lagos State Agricultural Input Supply Authority, Olufolake Oluyemi, noted that the training is a reminder to workers to work towards the realization of the organization's objectives.
Training is a continuous thing, really. We need to have constant training to remind ourselves of the objective of the organization. Why are we here? What are we working for? Because it is that objective that will help our vision. Are able to run for that vision.
Highlight of the event was the presentation of awards to outstanding members of staff. Lagos State government has reviewed plans to inaugurate the maiden edition of Yoruba Heritage Week, a 7-day annual cultural festival designed to celebrate the history, values, and global identity of the Yoruba people. This was made known by the Commissioner for Tourism, Art and Culture, Toke Benson Awoyinka, during a joint meeting held at the ministry in Alausa. Benson Awoyinka said the project enjoys the backing of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the Lagos State House of Assembly, describing it as a platform for cultural institutionalization and sensitization. She emphasized that the Yoruba Heritage Week will serve as a model for cultural preservation, community unity, and creative economy growth, and also boost tourism and socio-economic benefits across Lagos and beyond. And now to the rest of the stories. Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, has given directives that upkeep loan disbursement is now strictly tied to the academic session of each institution. This was made known in a statement signed by its Director of Corporate Communications, Oseyemi Oluwatuyi. NELFund advised interested loan applicants are required to apply for the loan at the beginning of every academic session to be eligible for both institutional charges and upkeep for that particular session. Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency NIMASA has intensified its enforcement on the International Convention for the Prevention of Pollution from Ships, particularly Annex 6, a section of the convention initiated by International Maritime Association, IMO. This comes as maritime operators within Nigerian territorial waters are under increasing pressure to comply with international environmental standards. While reaffirming this stance, Director General of the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, Dayo Mubirola, said compliance with the Annex 6 provisions is mandatory for all vessels operating within Nigerian waters. And now to foreign news. Russia has launched hundreds of drones and missiles on western Ukraine overnight in one of the heaviest bombardments in recent weeks. Foreign Minister Andriy Sybiha said the strikes highlighted why diplomatic efforts to end the war and stronger air defenses were critical. It comes as Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky suggested Switzerland, Austria, and Turkey as possible venues for potential peace talks with his Russian counterpart, President Vladimir Putin. The Ukrainian leader also said Russian forces were amassing on the southern front line in the Zaporizhzhia region, which is one of the 4 regions of Ukraine that Russia now claims as its. Anyway, from all that, now sports. Lagos State government has expressed its interest in hosting the grassroots developmental program designed to showcase and unearth raw talent across the disciplines, in line with Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration's commitment to youth empowerment through sports and education. As part of the due process towards the bid to host the 10th edition of the annual National Youth Games, the management staff of the Lagos State Sports Commission, alongside delegates from the National Sports Commission, have embarked on a 2-day inspection tour of sporting facilities in Lagos State. Speaking at the brief meeting, Director General, Lagos State Sports Commission, Lekan Fatodu, emphasized the significance of the games designed for athletes below the age of 15 years, assuring the Commission of the state's readiness and determination to host one of the best in the history of Nigeria. Hosting of the National Youth Games is not only an avenue for the under-15 athletes to participate, but it also creates opportunities for young stars to get a scholarship to tertiary institutions. And that's all for the news at 4. Ensure the registration mark on your vehicle is clear and visible at all times. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. On X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961, YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. Visit our website on www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM live on My Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a mentorship seminar for over 1,000 youths on the theme Agripreneur, Strategy for Wealth Creation? You can get more details on the Lagos State government's website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has expressed his satisfaction with the ongoing construction work at the middle-level food hub in Ajah. The Nigerian Education Loan Fund, NELFund, has given directives that upkeep loan disbursement is now strictly tied to the academic session of each institution. We also told you that Russia has launched hundreds of drones and missiles on western Ukraine overnight in one of the heaviest bombardments in recent weeks. And in sports, Lagos State government has expressed its interest in hosting the grassroots developmental program designed to showcase and unearth raw talent across the disciplines, in line with Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration's commitment to youth empowerment through sports and education. For contact with the newsroom, please send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswa Ejoyoka. I am Akan Usen. Thanks for listening and please stay safe. Good afternoon.